Fallout New Vegas is one of those games where I can still come back to and have a great time playing it. Even 12 years later, a lot of RPGs cannot live up to the level as a Fallout New Vegas. And Fallout New Vegas was developed in 1 year. What I mean is the way the guns work and stuff like that, the way you have to repair and clean them, and the way you can loot stuff. It's a whole different diverse mechanics and stuff like that that I wish a lot of modern shooters would still have if it's an RPG. I'm not talking about no Call of Duty, but still, with the dialogue options, it's so diverse in way it molds the story, in way that your actions and the way you say the words actually matter, and something's gonna happen that if your special system is set right, because you can have like a high intelligence and get different dialogue. Like that's the type of detail Fallout New Vegas has, and I wish other games had. Microsoft did buy Obsidian, and I'm hoping they make a remaster or a remake or actually a goddamn sequel. Because if they made a sequel, I'm dropping $50 on that bitch, boy. But they kind of fell flat with Outer Worlds. It was an okay game, but it's not like when I still can go back to it like I can with Fallout New Vegas. I can still go back on Fallout New Vegas. I played that game probably like 1,000 times. Yeah, the beginning part is always a grind session just to get it through, because I don't care about two bears high-fiving or Doc Mitchell having to stitch me up for the thousandth times, because I don't know how many times I'm getting shot. And the way you can just do anything you want. You can be a naked cowgirl going around Molotoving people, like, using grenades and trying to get that goddamn explosions, which I can never get high enough perks for. Forgot that Skinny Pete or whatever his name was, the dude that was always trying to help out when Goodsprings was being taken over by Joe Corn on the Cob. Even though every time I start up a new file, I'm always the one who takes over Goodsprings. I'm always like chucking grenades just to blow people's limbs up. And it's kind of funny because the dismemberment in that game is on point. Even to today's standards with our technology, I have never seen such good dismemberment like Fallout New Vegas. If you want to blow some guy's leg off with a shotgun, you can, and have them fall and die. And there's always a variety of enemies and stuff like that, like ghouls, humans, death claws, and there's those rad roaches, and there's those like those big ass scorpions and stuff like that. You can actually get a shovel, you can actually dig stuff up, and you can have different perks like lockpicking can help you. You can be an engineer, you can be a complete dumbass and just have funny ass dialogue because people think you're retarded. Or you can be like a stealth ninja. You can always get, high stealth and be able to pickpocket people just in case, so you can get through that gate that costs like 1,000 bottle caps or some shit like that. And there was always that electronic dog that looked like Goddard from Jimmy Neutron. Man, I remember the first time I ever played Fallout New Vegas. I was at a friend's house, and I loaded up and I was playing on his save, and the first thing that happened is I walked into a landmine and instantly died. This game sets a good example for what's going to happen in the post-apocalyptic. I can never say that word. It gives you a good visual of what's going to happen if the world actually blew up and went to a nuclear meltdown and stuff like that. Fallout New Vegas kind of strays away from the regular Fallout lore. Usually you're in the vault, which there are vaults in the game, but you're not a vault dweller, you're a carrier. You're supposed to be a person that was supposed to delivering packages, and you got intercepted because you had the platinum chip that is for Mr. House, because Mr. House wants to take over the Mojave, because the New Vegas is the only thing that's still alive that is run by the mafia, and that's actually the type of thing that's like the government and the money. It's a lot of mechanics and quirks and a lot of branches that reach out, and that's how diverse this game is. I haven't found any other game where the dialogue really does matter. What you do in your actions, say if you go up and shoot Benny in the very beginning, stuff will change than for what you would do if you just follow the main storyline and stuff like that. A lot of RPGs nowadays set you on a linear path, but in Fallout New Vegas, as soon as you get out of Doc Mitchell's, you can go anywhere. You don't even have to go to Goodsprings. I like that sense of freedom, and I like the gunplay too, the way you can repair your weapons, clean them, and have different different varieties of what you want to do. You don't even have to use a gun. You can just go around bashing people with a stop sign if you really wanted to. And I forgot the super mutants. I forgot if the super mutants, yeah, they're in the game. I remember there's some super mutant that's supposed to be like Daisy, and she was supposed to be some girl super mutant. And even after you're done with the main storyline and other quests, you still got the good ass DLC, which thank God, because I can play this game for thousands of hours and not get bored. It's one of those games where if I was still in a bunker and waiting out the apocalypse, I would be playing Fallout New Vegas to prepare myself. The quests in this game, there's so many of them. You can go anywhere and always find something to do or a task or something. Take note that the game is a little bit outdated. I wish they would remaster it to make it a little bit more modern. Maybe just add a sprint, but that's okay. I don't need a sprint. Even to today, I still be playing RPGs, just walking and using the hip firing with no VATS. I don't usually use VATS because I always felt like it was always survival. And I always like I didn't play it on survival mode, but I played on hard because I like a good little challenge. I always made a build or a setup just to help me maneuver around enemies, always think of strats and stuff like that. All you gotta do is just spam Y if you want to like climb up a big ass mountain or something. Fallout New Vegas, in my opinion, is better than Skyrim. Ooh, yeah, what you gonna think about that, bitch boy? What you gonna do about it? Woo! Man, Fallout New Vegas, I just so much I can say about it, but it's not going to be covered in this one video because I haven't wrote a script because I just said wing it. I like Fallout New Vegas. If you haven't played Fallout New Vegas, you need to go play it because you're missing out on something great. And that's why Fallout New Vegas can have my baby.
Also, if it's a girl, I can suck her toes.